What is up, everybody? How we doing today? My name is Joe, aka Cool Runnings. I use he/him pronouns, and welcome to the Wednesday Lift. How we doing? Hello, welcome in. Congrats, scorned body, on your very, very first. It's not your first. Won't be the last first. Hopefully, we'll always see you here, in time. Perth Stoker, welcome in. Luigi Extra Thick, welcome in. Tally, hi everyone. Beavis, thank you so much for the resub. Beavis, 7 months, my dude. Wait, did you do a 6-month resub? Hold on. Did you do a 6-month advance? Thank you so much for that. That is so kind of you. Zax Bro, welcome in. Hey everyone. Hi. We basically did we went completely off program yesterday. So today we're kind of making it up. We're just gonna hit whatever we can that is not already completely exhausted from yesterday, which is no chest, no shoulders, no back. I thought you used Joe Schmo pronouns. I mean, I do. Do you even listen when I do the spiel, Sega? Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, we lift. I use he/him pronouns. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we lift weights. That means Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I use he/him pronouns. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays, Joe Schmo. Just like that. How are you doing, Sega? Welcome in. We got a mod in the house. We got a big fancy moderator in the house with his big fancy moderator hamstrings. Giant, absolutely giant legs on this man. He is transcended the 14th realm. I don't even know what exists in the 1st through the 13th realms. I don't know what realm I'm in right now. What's up with that? Why did you lick your lips? Why, like, why does anyone lick their lips? You like really think about that? Like, how do, like, what does that even do? Like, how does it associate with food? How does it associate with sexuality? There's no reason for it. What up, Iceberg? Hello, Tabs. Welcome in, friends. How y'all doing? Let me get a little shout for Sega. Can I get a shout for Tabs? If you're gonna ask me hard questions, I'm gonna ask you to do hard things. And I know that you hate Tabs so much. Wow! How did that work? What? Wait, what? Whatever. That's bananas. No, it's not that we hate Tabs. It's that Sega hates Tabs. I cast these aspersions that have nothing to do with me. That's okay. I'm just here to lift weights and talk shit. Watching you while recovering from catching COVID. Yo, Hearthstoker, I'm so sorry that you caught the COVID. We got COVID spikes happening right now. Big ol' spikies. If you got some chocolate protein drink left on your lips, it'd behoove you to lick your lips. Oh, so you're saying that people lick their lips to maximize muscle protein synthesis. If you don't lick your lips, Jesus, why is my shoe not going on? If you don't lick your lips, you're gonna lose out on your gains. Not licking your lips is killing your gains, bro. Take it from me. Jeff Cavalier, AthleanX.com. You are awesome, Tabs. I don't understand why Sega hates you so much. Welcome in, Keck. How you doing, Chandra? Everyone, let's talk about the workout for today. Let's do it. Welcome everyone to week 3, day 4 of our half marathon training, full marathon training really. We're gonna do some warm-ups, do some back squat. Still testing out the back squat with the whole glutey booty things that we got going on. They haven't totally healed up, but they're getting better. We'll do some RDLs, test those out, see how they feel for us. Bulgarian split squats, get some single leg work in. Maybe we'll add some other single leg work in, but probably just Bulgarians because they suck enough as it is. Do some easy bar skull crusher and easy bar curls as a superset to get a little arm crusher Rooney, and then we will really close out with some alternating dumbbell curls. So hopefully we can get a. Hopefully we won't just be so overpumped by the time we get to alternating dumbbell curls that they'll actually do something. So we may cut them, but And then we'll hit some abs if we have time. I have a meeting at 1 o'clock. So we're going to see if I can actually lift and talk in 3 hours or 2 hours. Can we do it? Can we do it, chat? We'll see. See, if you got questions about the routine, anything, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. If you got questions about how to cook an egg, if you got questions about how to tie a tie, I'm your dad. I'm here for you. Let's work out. Work out. Do it. Alternate suking curls. Florida boy, how you doing? I've learned recently that you can make your own vanilla extract with just a vanilla bean and vodka. You can also make something that tastes like vanilla if you extract the anal gland of a beaver. Did you know that? Cut the alternating curls, do the abs, can't skip abs. You got such a damn good point, Scorn. The anal what? The anal glands of a beaver. Are you not familiar with this? Everyone, if this is your first time hearing this, I'm really truly very sorry about it. Like, very truly, genuinely very sorry that I'm delivering this information to you right now. But most of what you have had that has been vanilla flavored, that has not come from an actual vanilla bean, is used. Gosh, what's the name of the man? It's not castor oil. Basically, there is a gland in the butthole of beavers that people have used to make vanilla adjacent. Yes. If you look up beaver booty vanilla, you will get a full scientific answer to this question. Berg, to answer your question, you you can make split squats suck a little bit less by only doing 2 really hard sets of them, if I'm being completely honest with you. Did you know sometimes you can just do 2 sets of an exercise? And if you do it with enough intensity, that's plenty. I'm going to do 3 sets of Bulgarian split squats today because I haven't done them in a while. But if you're doing split squats in the reg, you could probably get just as much out of 2 really good sets as you would out of 3 kind of like, man, I fucking hate this sets. Just throwing that out there. What other delicious things can we make from buttholes? I don't know. Ask Hormel. You can ask Tyson Foods, Hormel, Hillshire Farms. Literally any company. I'm pretty sure. Literally any company that makes hot dogs or hot dog adjacent products. Ooh. They'll tell you exactly what kind of delicious things you can make from buttholes. Whew. Oh. Oh. I just made people mad by saying they can skip their 3rd set of split squats. That they didn't have to suffer this entire time. But of course I've got runner legs, so... Oh, shit. Wow, I'm sore today. I'm not going to do that. Okay. Don't. I have to know now, though. Beaver. Vanilla. Castorium. There we go. I was right about the castor oil thing. That's all that I'll say about it now. But I'm sorry to say, it's not really common anymore, apparently. Now you're more often to actually... Jay Corsair, welcome in. You're more often to get, or you're more likely to get actual vanilla flavor now. How's everyone doing? By the way, now that I've introduced a horrendous new reality for a few of you, Hey, guess what? I definitely didn't forget to clean up after Monday's stream. Definitely wasn't so busy of a week that I didn't clean up after myself on Monday. Because I, your father, Cool Runnings, would never leave my gym unclean. Miss Luigi now. What up, Tan in Japan? And hello, Rage, Jazzy. Jazzy, I'm guessing that little peek around the corner is a lurk. Oh. Use me. Oh. Let me pull up chat on here. Because if we're gonna warm up, I'd love to be able to keep up. Whew. C-Dub. The rogue plates are so nice. Hang on. It's populating the rest of it. C-Dub, these rogue plates have been... The first pair was a really great investment, and the rest of the pairs were a really great gift. I don't know if Zeke Corp is still around on Twitch. Zeke, if you are, just know that you are still very appreciated for the amount of support that you've given this channel. Zeke was on like a streak. Just getting us some of the stuff we needed to really take off. Dude didn't ask anything in return. We are eternally grateful. Be hitting some big lifts on that platform. Yo. Rebar, hello. Remad, hello. Jazzy, thank you for popping in to say hi. Greatest thing about home gyms, no one complains if you don't re-rack your weights. It's true. It's true. I mean, I complain. I will complain. Let me do a couple shots here before we get loaded up to this next set here. We got Tomo in here. We got C-Dub in here. So many awesome content creators that y'all can go and check out. Tomo, C-Dub, fitness, health creators. As for Jazzy, Jazzy lifts. Jazzy gets the shred, but Jazzy doesn't stream the shred. Reshout. Typo? Oh no. I always complain to myself because then I have to put stuff away. Well, because what happens when I lift in the middle of the workday like this is usually I will, even if I have extra time, I will use the exact amount of time that I have, and I am always rushing off afterwards. So there's never like a, there's never like, oh, we can just take our time putting this stuff away. It usually just happens in the evenings, and lately evening's been tied up. John, welcome in, by the way. Evening's done been tied up with stuff. I've been trying to do a lot of meal prep to keep myself from undercarbing and eating like a butt brain. Tomo, how you doing today, my dude? How's life? How's the fam? Here to get my motivation to once again get back into the gym. Jazzy. I'm honored. I'm honored that you would say that. I gotta say, whenever I see that you're working out, that just gets me like this is a cyclical circular thing. I should tell you, because whenever I see that you're getting it in, I'm just like, there we go. There we go. I'm ready to go lift now. There we go. Oh, nice. Okay. We'll throw on the squatting shoes. I'm putting on my big fancy platform squatting shoes and we're gonna get underneath some weight. What do you do when you feel like your discipline is going the wrong way? Ooh. So like you feel like you're kind of slipping off of your routine and you're trying to like notice that or stop it. Is that the idea? Legs are feeling the DOMs from yesterday. Dude. That lift that I did with Holder and Eric yesterday, man, that is more volume that I've done in a single lift in a while. What up, JCW? Hello, fellow clown. Took an extended mental health break. Said need to be a focus. Finally a good spot to focus back on gym time.
Asked me,
it's rad, Jazzy.
Macho man, big fan. I have a question. I've developed a big crush on someone, but I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna let Macho
What's
Man
your
work his
best
magic while I
advice for
rack up some
courting a
weights?
suitor? Ooh, yeah, dig it. When you got a feeling deep down in your soul for someone special, you gotta show them you're the cream of the crop. Be bold like Macho Man. Lay down the smackdown with confidence and let your charisma shine. Remember, you're a champion inside and out, so go out there and show them what you're made of. Ooh, yeah.
Hey, you heard him. You gotta let that confidence shine, brother. Welcome in, Josh. Let that confidence shine. Thank you, Macho Man, for the reminder we all needed today. We needed to hear that. I needed to hear that. I'm not playing the game right now, but I think we could all use a reminder to really just like be ourselves, flex that confidence a little bit. Thank you, Macho Man. Jazzy, I love to hear that you focus on your mental health for a bit, getting back into it. I hope that gym can be something that becomes a part of your mental health routine, as it has for me. Whew. Whew. Ah, nice. Hello, Akamat. Mernin, thank you so much for that resub, yo. Thank you. How are you feeling after yesterday, Josh? I'm sore. I'll be honest, like, I got out of the session. Holder and I went and we got some food, and it was really great. And I was like really anxious about today because I don't want to hit legs too hard because I'm not, like if there's a day in my training schedule where I should let myself do it, it is Wednesdays. But I still got this glute stuff. Like I don't know if I'm even going to do RDLs today. And it's usually at like a deep stretch or like big depth where it hurts more. So if I leave these a little light on depth and just go right near parallel, I'm just hitting quads and that's okay. But I ain't gonna push it. I ain't gonna push my luck today. 205 might be pushing my luck. Let's be real. I'm trying to let my confidence show. I'm the cream of the crop. I want to show you what I'm made of. So like, do you want to hang out sometime? Yeah. Blue. Get over here, buddy. Get over here. Come on. Let's go. Let's go hang out. Go hang out. Thank you, Siri. Let the work burn out get a little too much. Some had to give for a bit, trying to get back into positive balance. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know, Jazzy, when I've found that work is so overwhelming that it's hard to find time to work out or, you know, keep that routine, just like setting the bar a little bit lower has been helpful. It's like, even if it's just like one set of squats. I know that this is so much easier to say, and I actually do, but the sleep thing is huge though. Yeah. Yeah. Like that phased approach, you got this, Jazzy. You got this. You're not asking for advice, so I'm gonna shut the hell up. Just know, I believe in you. I believe in you. Legs today too, twinsies. Yes. Yeah, we're doing legs and arms. We'll see if I can get this this next set of squats together. I think I pulled my calves. Yo, tabs. Like, was it like an acute thing? Do you think like you did a little twisty twist? Or is this an overuse? Because you've been on your feet a lot. Hello, Doya. Hello, Dwayson. Dwayson. If you're looking for just something completely unhinged at 6 o'clock in the morning, go check out Daya. Do you believe in life after love? Are you trying? Hold on. Are you trying to be? Is that share? Share is love after love after love after love after love, right? Oh, we did the workout on the calves machine. Tabs. No! No! Tabs, what's wrong? What'd you... What's the matter? I have honestly been really enjoying my time with the weighted calf raise on Sundays. I'm doing like very few reps, really slow, and slowly building up my tolerance. And I like that video from 3DMJ Alberto Nunez where he talks. He is just the most vascular man on planet Earth, and he like his calves just look like a freaking like Shelob's lair. The amount of like spider webbing that he has of veins in his calves, and he's like, I give you the challenge of doing 4 seconds up, 4 seconds hold, 4 seconds down, 4 seconds hold. I bet you can't do super heavy calf raises when you do that. And you know what? I believed him. And you know what? He was right. So, man, I'm sorry to hear that, Tabs. That's really frustrating. I'm a little scared, but I'll take 6. 6 at 205. Welcome in, Terrible Hime. How are you doing, Chris? Can. Yeah. Man. Make sure you rub them calves. Rub them calves, Tabs. Tab calves. I actually found out from my PT that my foot and ankle issues are largely a foot issue. I have a little bit of inward heel drift, and my feet are just like super tight, which is really bad news because that means that I'm kind of at risk of a stress fracture if I'm not careful. So I'm trying real hard to keep that together. I don't need to run that experiment. Find out. It'd be a struggle. It's gross. The first time you actually try to do that full extension calf raise and hold it for 4 seconds, nasty. Absolutely nasty. Juicy, but nasty. I'm trying to think of other things that are juicy but nasty. And I'm thinking of a lot of examples that are not making me want to sip my pre-workout anymore, so I'm going to stop. On the 129-pound club, Tabs, is that like... You've been cutting for a while, right? Was that the bottom? Was that the goal? Do you have to do the little ball roll on the foot? I do. Yeah. I got to do a little ball roll on the foot, which actually that feels kind of nice because I can do that just kind of like sort of absent-mindedly while I'm doing other stuff. I've been sticking that lacrosse ball like up in my booty to do like, you know, kind of attack from both sides, so to speak. But whichever bone spurs. I'm a little worried. If I'm being fully honest, I've got some numbness in my heel, which is not a good sign. But I finally got my PT approved by insurance, so I'll be back on Friday to talk to them. But it's cool. You look more zoomed out on your stream than Eric. Wait, cameras in the resolution. Yeah, I mean this is a really nice camera. We got this. Hello, Sarely. We got this Elgato camera. Made the move on that a couple of months ago. Time to stop running. Become a full-time bodybuilder. I'm gonna try really hard to keep running. I really am. How do you fix your ankle drift? So it's a combination of things. It is, man. So if anyone has not gone to PT for lower extremity stuff, and this is the same thing with upper extremity stuff. So what I'm talking about is, I get my heels kind of drift inward when I run and when I'm doing like lifting. So when I do calf raises, what she noticed was like I'd start here, and then as I came down, I would bring my heels back in, and then I would come up from here, which would put like basically all of the load on the exterior part of my legs. So that caused problems with, you know, if you think about your foot ankle complex, you got all these tiny little muscles that run up the arch of your foot, come through, and then push, like everything's like pulling through this calf muscle that runs across your leg and then out to your hip. And so if you've never done PT before, or like never like had to worry about it, basically like you are, to solve a problem here, you're looking at the entire kinetic dynamic chain and trying to figure out where you have weakness and where you may have like actual acute injury. So for me, I don't have acute injury yet, but I have weakness on the insides of my feet that have been caused by weakness in the backs of my calves that have been exacerbated by weakness in my hips. So all the things that I've been doing to strengthen my glutes have missed these like tiny little stabilization muscles that I have in my like kind of sub medial glute. It's really incredible to see someone who is, and my PT is very good. Her name's Kate. She's fantastic. She's playing Baldur's Gate right now with her partner. That's kind of the deal. You got to work on strengthening everything in the chain in order to address an issue like that. The ball into the hip flexor. Oh yeah, those are rough. Those are real rough. Anytime you're like wedging a lacrosse ball into a little trigger point spot, you think like, oh, doesn't every place feel this like sticky and painful and difficult? The answer is no. Oof. Call a therapist today. Haven't called to schedule an appointment yet. Tabs, get on it. Make that phone call. Stop what you're doing right now. Make that phone call. You have my permission. I inadvertently neglected his feet for 50 years. Found out walking shouldn't hurt. No, yeah. No, I think, yeah. Chris has it right. It is really the result of like socioeconomic status, like insurance availability, plus like your circle and your family culture. And as I was talking to someone yesterday, about there's this generational thing about avoiding going to the doctor when something is wrong. When it's like, there is like this sliding scale that people have of I'm gonna go to the doctor because like something's kind of bothering me and I want to get it checked out because it could be like it could turn into something worse, or like, you know, it's not going to be a big deal now, but it could be a big deal later. And then what feels like, I will just say generationally, like a much older person mindset of like, uh, even if I am like choking to death, I will not go to the emergency room for whatever reason. I don't know, man. No, it'll catch up on you, right? Like, you can get ahead of a lot of stuff by just taking an annual appointment. Like, there's so much more. There's so much more that you can do with like symptom documentation and like, you know, really paying attention to your body and the different things that you're doing to make those visits very, very productive. But at a minimum, if you're thinking right now, I don't know who my primary care provider is, like, even if you don't have really great insurance, that is probably one of the few things that is going to be like relatively well covered on whatever insurance you have is preventative care. You know, takes a lot of conscious effort to combat it. It does though. It really does. It's hard to get over. Also, Hija, how are you doing? Welcome in. You're waiting until October? Dude, that is so. See, mine takes about a month and a half right now to see my PCP, unless there's an urgent matter going on. Oh, yeah, state of healthcare, right? Doc, welcome in, Doc. Both sides of my family were poor, and people who go to the doctor after the fact. It's taken some time to fix personally. No, because it's like it is this very it's a self-reinforcing loop of if you cannot afford, or you believe that you cannot afford a visit to a primary care provider or someone who will give you like regular checkups. And this is why like this is why socialized medicine is so fucking important, and like having access to healthcare as a basic human right is because shit just gets so much more expensive and will put you so much deeper into poverty if it gets to the point where you have to receive emergency services, right? Like early interventions on so many things. Like even if you remove the human suffering aspect of it, it is cheaper. Can I get a shout for Hija, please? Man, I got a lot more in the tank than I thought. That's good. We'll stop there just to be safe, but whew, force us to have insurance and don't allow us to use it. I mean, if it becomes really, truly difficult to use that service, I know a lot of countries are dealing with that particular issue. Constantly have to remind myself money generally isn't a barrier for care anymore. Yeah, I mean, I can think of the first, and this is when money was a thing for me, more so. But when I graduated high school, I immediately had like a credit score of 300 or some really awful, really low credit score because I had a medical bill go to collections because I had to set it up. I had to set up the appointment myself, and there was this weird thing with the insurance that I did have where neither provider was covering things. It was just very whoosh. Preventative care should be 80% of healthcare, but it's not profitable. That's right. No, I mean I'm I'm not a doctor. I've said it 100 times. Probably more than that. But yeesh. Our healthcare system needs some work. It really does. Healthcare, schools, all of it. I don't have those solutions. I know enough to know that we need to work on it. So I know a guy who dropped 9 pounds through walking in free weights, but his old love handles persist. Any quick exercise suggestions for this guy? So, Doc, whoever this guy is, I want to make sure I'm being honest with this guy that on a couple of factors. One, that the spot reduction of fat tissue is a myth. That there is not really any single thing that a person can do to remove fat in a certain area. But that tends to be mostly genetic. And for a number of reasons, in particular, the fat that remains kind of around that stomach area tends to be, when someone is on a weight loss journey, some of the last stuff to go. So really, like, while you may feel like they're still there, while someone may feel, whoever this guy is, may feel like that stuff is still there, it is probably already significantly reduced from what it is before. But it's very hard to see because when we lose weight, when we lose fat, it comes off of like literally every part of our body. Or when we gain fat, it goes on to like all different parts of our body. And the order in which that happens is again genetic. But it does happen. The biggest piece of advice I could give that guy is stay the course. It's a bit disappointing. You know, there is like a little bit that this guy could do to just like maybe focus on building a little muscle in the abdominal and core area, because there's like the levers, right? It's like right now, if for this guy, and these sliding scales are like anywhere, so don't, I hope this guy doesn't this is getting difficult. I hope this guy doesn't take this in any negative way. But say like right now for a person, the fat tissue is here and the muscle tissue is here. And we're working on getting the fat tissue to reduce, right? So that we have a certain look, so that we have a certain visual around the stomach area. If we are just working on doing this, you're eventually going to get to that point where some of that like skeletal musculature is a little more visible. But if you're taking the opportunity during that time to also try to build that muscle up a little bit, build that strength, build some of that like, you know, aesthetic abdominal, then those 2 points are going to converge a little bit more quickly. So it's hard to build muscle while you are burning fat, unless you're really new to exercise. Then it's horrendously easy. Newbie gains are very much a real thing. But stay the course. Stay the course, my guy. What's up? What up, Sweaty? How are you doing? Taking pictures when I was deep in the health journey was a huge help. Weight didn't change for 6 months. Clothes were sure fitting different, and the scale started to move. Yeah. No, and you know what? We talked about this a little bit on Monday, Jazzy. How I think many folks, because their relationship with their body and their body image is one that is a little more tenuous, it can be really, really challenging to take on the thought of like, I'm going to start taking pictures of my revealed body or my of my body in its current state, when one of the insecurities I have is around said thing. If you do it, it allows you to see progress. It also helps you fight the gap that exists between what is actually there and what you persist as the person who is thinking about your own body. Because, like, whether you have clinical dysmorphia or not, and I think that there is a difference between, like, clinical body dysmorphia and, like, a little bit of dysmorphic feelings around one's body. There's always going to be a little bit of a difference. Like, if you are sitting in a chair right now and you're thinking, this is what my body looks like when I'm naked. I'm picturing you naked. If you're sitting in a chair right now, or you're standing right now and you're thinking, this is what my body looks like when I'm naked. You have parts, pieces, things that you might be concerned with. You know, for many folks, it is the belly area. For some folks, it's like, you know, upper arms, whatever it is. If you are taking pictures at a semi-regular interval, the more scientific you are about it, the better. The more data that you have to, like, fill in that picture. And the more that you can do to separate, this is what I'm seeing versus this is what I'm feeling. Because you're going to have feelings. Like, that's going to be a part of it. You're always going to have some feelings around body, etc. But it is a slow and conscious effort that you can follow to where those feelings become less, I hate myself or I dislike myself because of the way that this is, and more, I'm working on this and this is the way that it is right now. And that's what I hope everyone can do. It's like, if you have the need to completely avoid any sort of body image engagement, that's okay. But if you're trying to make a change, like, give yourself the benefit of tracking your progress, so that at the very least, like, you can look back after a certain period of time and you can say, wow, look what I did. Are we actually oriented correctly? Maybe we'll just stay there today until I can get a little more work done. I was going to go up to 135, but since we haven't done this in a number of weeks, let's stay at 95 today. Let's take it easy. I have one mirror I like. The others are bastards. Yeah, and you know what, Jazzy? If I may, that's just part of your story now. Sweaty, have a good day. When my mind says nothing happens, just quit. It's right before I have a breakthrough. That's so real. That was exactly what happened with me in prep. It was the week I had my lowest mental health week was after the scale just stopped moving and after I stopped seeing progress in my pictures for like a week. It was like one or two weeks, and then like it was the week. It was, oh my gosh, I'm really struggling to articulate this, but I felt like I was doing everything right, and it wasn't changing. And then I took that feeling, and it was like, I can either do something different, I could try to stay the course. I don't know. So I started doing a little more cardio, and I started really locking in my nutrition and trying to make sure I was measuring correctly. Now, granted, bodybuilding prep is a different thing. Like, yes, your mind's trying to trick you to keep the extra layer as a survival tactic. That was probably the turning point where I went from like healthy-ish weight to that like pit, you know? That pit where my hormones were messed up, where I had brain fog, where, oh, the deep shred, as it were. As it were. Back's a little tired from yesterday. Hard to keep position locked in. That's true, Josh. Yeah. No, back's feeling okay. It really is just like the glutes. I think that's what I'm getting. What I'm getting right now. I need to eat my rice cake. You doing another one? Yes. Yeah. It's gonna be a while. Ooh. Oh. Also, generic scissors. It's so good to see you, my guy. Welcome in. But I'm definitely going to compete again. It's just going to be a while. I want to. I'd like to bulk up a little bit more. I know that I looked pretty good on stage. Lou, Lou, wow. I mean, you're not wrong. That will happen. That will happen. I think I need to be able to really commit to a bulk, and I don't know if I should start one now because of my marathon training schedule. I'm eating a lot. Don't make me time you out. Trying to fit gym time in before work. Sleep is much more important to me right now. Getting up before 6 a.m. is just not going to happen. Hey, Jazzy. I mean, that's how it is. And honestly, if you are trying to lose weight, sleep is really, really important. Like, really important. I'd like to compete in, like, mundane challenges. Hija, are we talking, like, fastest brewing of a coffee pot / quickest unloading a dishwasher, or, like, fastest weeding a dandelion without breaking the root off at the bottom? I'll compete. Jazzy, that's amazing. That's such a that is such a good strategy. Woke up after this weight loss challenge at work. How much do you got to lose, Sweaty? Get this marathon prep out of the way. Get your food back to a good spot, neutral brain space before we think about it. But why? But why? Why? See, here's the thing: is I've been eating a lot. I've been no, actually no, I don't know. Have I been eating a lot? I mean, yeah, like 3,000 calories a day for sure. But I don't know if it's like irrationally a lot. The fact that I've actually been able to not gain 2 pounds a week over the last 2 weeks has been a W for me. Come on, hips back, hips forward. Nice. Slide the bar down, hips back, hips forward. Ugh. Because if I started a bulk right now and actually tried to continue gaining a pound a week, $174? Ooh, we're twinsies. Saying the line example made me irrationally angry. You know it. You know, I even have a tool that like digs down in underneath and it still snaps off at the bottom. Makes me so mad. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Vape is Life. Training intensity for weights, getting that poundage way too lack right now for an actual growth phase. Especially in prep, not be able to do the intensity I'd expect. Training intensity for weights. Really? You really think I'm not working hard enough? We should actually talk. If you think that I'm actually not working hard enough to put on some muscle, I will hear that. Cuz I'm foolish enough to think that if I do this the right way, I could still put on the right kind of weight over the next little bit of time here. What's the squat rack you have? I have the Titan T2 power rack. It's short. It real short. Jazzy, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you made it in today. And I'm glad you're going to get it in after work. Good on you for making that time and protecting it. All right, we got one more set of RDLs. Yeah, give it a look. We've done 2 sets. And we'll just do 3 sets. Again, glutey booty ain't hitting right today. So if I can get my PT biz going, I know that I'm not going to grow my legs too much until I get that whole thing shaken out. And you know what, Lou? I would be fully open to the thought that I need to actually focus on bodybuilding to get better at bodybuilding, but boy howdy, I would love to be able to do both. We've talked about this so many times. we've talked about it so many times. I want to talk about how lax I've been with my Joe patented workout plan. Oh, Jazzy, yeah. If you want any help, just DM me. You want any like, hey, here's what I've been doing. How is it? Like, you can hit me up and I'll gladly talk through that with you. Because it really does depend on I don't know. So this discussion I'm having with Lou, like I really do feel like you can get pretty good gains without completely wrecking yourself in the gym every time you go. But I've also looked the same for 3 years. So that's not true. All right. Done with everybody else. Do some Bulgarians. Your pleasure, Jazzy. Woo. Highly recommend the expansion for the weight horns, depending on your space. Yeah. No, having the storage has been huge. Huge. Good evening, Dusty. How are you doing? Week's going great. See a real difference in your physique by doing a more focused program to bring up certain areas. You know, I think you're right, Chris. I think you're right. And honestly, this program that I've been doing has been more focused on filling out chest and shoulders. And I'm still hitting arms, but it's not as much of a priority. Like I'm doing much less volume on triceps, biceps. I could really use a little more quad work, but that would involve getting to the gym more. And I could. I'm just trying to make sure I keep on my stream schedule. Welcome in, Cook. Dusty, how's your week going? Welcome in, Anyo. Anyo is among us. All right, let's do some Bulgarians. Yeah, I think my thing right now, Chris, is Lou just helped me for like 16 weeks and is actively helping other people prep. And I haven't wanted to like take up too much of his time and energy while he's already doing all of this stuff for other people. And I know that that's presumptuous of me to like make that decision for him. Also, it's been hard for me to make intentional time and space online for anything at the moment, aside from this. But again, that's a Joe problem. That's Joe speaking for Lou. Joe should not do that. If Joe was a good, real friend, he wouldn't be afraid to ask for help or support. He would trust that his friends would set boundaries if he had them. To do some wall sits and stuff at home. Yeah, my goal is to keep doing like heel elevated squat work to work on that. Today I just really, you know what, maybe we'll work some in. Fuck it. Excuse me. Pardon my language. Got a Titan wall mounted rack 3x3 for 150. Wait, you got a rack for 150 bucks? That's not bad. That ain't bad. Want to step up my physique after I move? I'm barely maintaining right now. Well, Hija, what kind of workouts are you doing? Wow. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. He said a curse. Jazzy, Jazzy, I have almost stolen. I have been so close to stealing the thing that your bot does, where when someone says like a curse adjacent word, and it just like screams, watch your fucking language. I've been so close. Like, oh, that's so good. If you say heck in Jazzy's stream or like dang, the bot's just like, watch your fucking language. Gets me every time. Finding alternate stuff was a mission for a few days. I totally get that. No, I love doing leg extensions because I do them nice and slow. I love doing hamstring curls because I do them nice and slow. Well, thank you, Hawktua. Appreciate that. We got ye old garage. We used to be in the basement, and hence our squat rack was sized for a basement. We are no longer required to be in that space, though, thankfully. All right. Let's get some Bulgarians going. Am I visible? Yeah. Whew. Shorts are a little... Never mind. We're going to wait 15 seconds and do that left leg. May have to take off the glasses. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh. Whew. Bad setup. Huh. Okay. We're going to lead with the left next round. Single leg girly and the leg extension and curls. Man, I haven't been doing those single leg. Single leg curls are murder. Ooh. You've broken 2 bands? Did they snap on you, Berg? Please tell me you recorded it. Next time you do it, record it. You're like, I'm probably going to snap a band, so I might as well get some viral action. Welcome back, Sweaty. Ooh. How about not put together if you're in a garage? No, yeah, you're good, Doc. No, we made the move. Ooh. 2 months ago? Ish. No. Dude. I hope you didn't get too bad of a welt. Actually, I hope you did. Just go get a cupping massage, and then you can get big matching bruises. Week's going well. On a date this weekend. Ooh. Are you going to see a movie? You going out for dinner? What's the date? I did not watch that one, Sweaty.
Sigerson asked
I've
me,
not
all right,
watched
Macho
so much
Man,
of The
let's
Office.
stop beating around the bush for a second. Tell me how absolutely disgustingly thick is Cole Running's upper chest. Like, for real, he won't admit to it. He's gonna downplay it. But we ain't blind, we gon' say it like it is. Tell us about it, will you? Ooh! Yeah, brother, when it comes to Cole Running's upper chest, let me tell you, it's thicker than a bowl of cold oatmeal. It's like trying to contain a wild beast in a tight spandex suit, you know what I'm saying? The intensity and power in that upper chest can't be denied. It's like a bulldozer coming through, ready to crush any doubters in its path. So take a good look. Admire the thickness and give credit where credit's due. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. What up, Billy? Billy, I should time you out. Jeez, good lord. How about some K-pop while we do Bulgarians? Sounds good. Thank you, Sega, for that very inspiring session with Macho Man Randy Savage. Damn it. Calm down. the Wii bowling meme of like, nice cock, bro. That kills me every time. Oh, beautiful. That sounds like a really nice date, Dusty. Man, I would love a stroll through a park with some coffee. Maybe I'll do that with Wifey this weekend. She's feeling up to it. Okay. 15 seconds. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You know what? I lied before. There's no way to make that suck less. It's just gotta suck, you know? Welcome in, Chris. Woo! Damn straight. Damn right. Well, that's good. I could get more water in this. I'm not BRBing. I'm just gonna carry it through. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna feel this tomorrow. Got some chickpea curry waiting for me after this workout is over. So stoked. Must suck as is, or suck more. Must suck more. Yes. Hello, Gaston. How are you doing? How hot is it in Le Garage? Not that hot today. It's pretty toasty. I don't know. Definitely at least 80. At least 80, but not upper 80s this time around. So many meetings this week. Yeah, you've been busy, buddy. You've been busy. I know you sent me a text this morning. I'm sorry I haven't responded yet. I've been occupied. I've been otherwise pre-indisposed. I've been otherwise. I'm dead. I'm dying. Dead and or dying. So we got 13. I'm going to call that 13. With 1 rep in reserve. That was a near failure. We'll see how this last set goes. Do you realize you're getting ready to stream? That's okay. Yeah. I was talking with Holder yesterday, and I realized that I really need to... I need to just keep these streams happening on Wednesdays, even if they have to be shorter because of meetings or whatever. We got to just keep them happening because, man, that partner shit is just not going to happen if I skip streams. So maybe we'll be adding some Sunday streams in again, perhaps, for maybes. Maybe I'll just start doing my Sunday lifts out here. I don't know. Yeah, dude, what are you doing? What do you mean what? Fitness streams only till partner. But like, what about collabs? What about collaborations? I want to play games with Doc Fishig. I want to play games with Doc Fishig. I want to play games with Anna. Te gusto? Te gusto? Te gusto? Yeah, no, you're right. All I gotta do is just, hey Doc, can I join you for some games sometime soon? Can I just jump in Discord chat and play? Take us to the gym on Sunday. My gym doesn't allow it. If my gym did allow me to stream, then I would have been doing in-gym streams this entire time. But they do not even allow you to record your sets.
I look like I know what a
I have
JPEG
tested this
is.
theory.
I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog. Hot dog. If I look like I know what a JPEG is, I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog.
Zach! What's up, Zach? How are you doing? If only I listened to my own advice. Welcome in, Greenie. Welcome in, Rome. Welcome in, Zach. How are you doing? Hi, nice to meet you. Hi. Hi, how are you? Welcome in. Peg Nui. The crossing of streams. Zach is pissing in my stream again. Welcome in, Dion. Welcome in, Dan. I gotta do this set of Bulgarians right now. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Joe. I go by Cool Runnings here on Twitch. I lift and I run. I use he, him pronouns. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays we lift weights. Tuesdays and Sundays. I gotta stop saying that because we're on break from video games right now. All the time, we're an inclusive community, all about getting moving in the ways that work for you and enjoying rad stories together. Damn these Bulgarians. Do it. Welcome to the stream. Huh. Zach, how was your lift? Was it everything you wanted? Was it juicy? Was it juicy? Was it deep? Was it moist? Was it warm? Was it voluptuous, sensuous? Could you see the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? I knew it. Zachbot's a communist. And we know because he can see the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Come on. Hmm. Man, what I would do for some breakfast cereal right now. Leo! Happy hump day. Ooh, you pulled something doing Bulgarians. Dude. No. Are you okay? Genuinely, are you alright, my dude? Oh. Ooh. Listen to your own advice. Is overrated. Potatoes are my ride or fry. We're doing great in here, Dan. Thank you for the follow. We got a wellness minute. I'm gonna catch my breath first. We basically finished up with legs. We're gonna hit some arms. Maybe if we got some extra time, we'll do another set of legs, but probably something single leg, if anything. Welcome in, folks. If it's your first time here, we are mostly wholesome. I do the hybrid training, which means I'm trying to get more large at the same time as I'm trying to train for a marathon. It ain't right. Just mentioning Cinnamon Toast Crunch was crave-inducing. So I did eat Crumble cereal for breakfast. If anyone is not aware, Crumble Cookie partnered up with Kellogg to make a Crumble Cookie cereal. What about my holes? Well, you make sure we were talking about buttholes earlier, just so you know. Talking about vanilla. Cereal flavored milkshakes for the kiddos. Ooh, Fruit Loops are good. Fruit Loops are damn good. I haven't had Magic Spoon because I heard it tastes like bad. Excuse me. I haven't tried the Magic Spoon. I haven't invested in a box because I hear it's bad. Crumble cereal existing. Sounds like something I was better off not knowing about. So here's the thing, is that the macros on it are not actually terrible. For a cup and a half of this Crumble cereal, it's 150 calories. And it's like, there's like no protein, but it's also like no fat. It's like all carbs. That's very kind of you. Thank you. I should probably, I probably should try the Magic Spoon. If you let me know which flavors are worth trying, I might drop the cash on a box just to give it a go. Worst tasting part of Magic Spoon. It is all the price. We have Crumble cookies here. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. And if I still had the box, I would just pull up the box. But I'll just, for anyone who isn't immediately... If anyone is not already looking this up right now, like, that's it. My face is covering, my face is covering it now. But it is like, it tastes a lot like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, honestly. It is a very, like, light cereal to where, like, once it gets milk on it, it does start to disintegrate very quickly. So you got to move fast when you're eating that biz. But it is reasonably priced at Costco if you're willing to buy a lot of it, which is what happened. I would not buy actual Crumble cookies because a single Crumble cookie is like a single Crumble cookie is like 900 calories. They do all of their portion sizing in a quarter of a cookie. I thought Crave is expensive. I used to eat Crave a lot. Cinnamon toast, slightly charred bread. Do you not like French toast, Dan? Tell them to sponsor you. Oh boy. I don't know that I want a Crumble sponsorship. That'd be rough. Oh, you do? Okay. You have $100 Crumble gift cards for 75. Oh, you're getting on that gift card swapping game. Yeah, you really just like, and honestly, this was something that Daya, if you're still here, Ari, if you're still here after the show, they were picking on me about this because I was taking a quarter of a crumble cookie because I just wanted to taste it, right? Like I didn't want to commit to this whole ass cookie that's like that big, you know? But like, why aren't you eating? I'm like, I am eating. I'm eating a quarter of a cookie at a time. I'm savoring. I'm tasting. Ass cookies, yes. I do. I see. I do it at work too. When people put out donuts, I take like half of a donut because I want to try it. I want to try the donut, but I don't want to commit to a whole donut. Am I weird? Probably a little. Probably a little. All right. We should probably do the probably do the wellness minute here before I forget because Greenie is ready and waiting. You are weird. Not for this reason. Thank you. Thank you. You know what? You know what? I fucking needed to hear that today, and I appreciate it. What is up, everybody? How we doing today? My name is Joe, aka Cool Runnings, and welcome to today's Wellness Minute. Today's Wellness Minute is carbs are not your enemy. Now, I think, and I hope we have reached this point in diet culture where there are so many different options of like how you can reduce your calorie intake and how you can make nutritional changes that support longer term health or support weight loss goals. Whatever that looks like, I hope that everyone now understands. And if you don't, let me help. Carbs are not a problem. Carbs are not the problem. If you are struggling with overeating, or if you have a diet that is too high in calories and you are trying to make that change, looking at carbohydrate centered foods can be a good start because oftentimes some of the foods that we consider to be like high carb foods are also high fat foods. Now, carbs are not inherently bad. Fats are not inherently bad. Both of these are different substrates that we use to support our bodies in their daily functioning. If you got 0 carbs or 0 fat over the course of a day, over the course of multiple days, you would straight up fall apart. Your brain would stop working, your hormones would get all messed up. So both of those things are necessary, but looking at the ways that you are getting those sources and how they kind of combine to be something that is not necessarily very satisfying, but is very tasty and is something that you can eat a lot of. Ice cream is a big example of this that is high in fat and high in carbs, but doesn't necessarily like fill you up. So some tips, if you are looking at carbs and trying to maintain carbs in your diet, look at complex carbohydrates, things like whole grains, things like vegetables, like fibrous veggies, things that have more fiber in them because they're going to help you feel more full, along with being able to get some of your nutritional needs filled throughout the day. So I'm really getting kind of on about this, but today's Wellness Minute is don't completely cut carbs out of your diet. Don't reject foods because they have carbohydrates. Carbs are important. I could talk more about this on stream, but today's Wellness Minute is don't just immediately demonize them because your body needs them to run. Gotcha, mama. Oh, yeah. Beans. While we're talking about carbs, you're going to ask Macho Man Randy Savage about Nutrigenics. That is very much eating disorder stuff diet, yeah.
How relevant is Nutrigenics? Ooh, yeah. When it comes to nutrigenetics, let me tell you, it's like unlocking the secrets of your genetic blueprint, brother. Understanding how your genes influence your body's response to food can be a game changer in your fitness journey. It's like having a personalized roadmap to optimize your nutrition and maximize your gains. So embrace the power of nutrigenetics and let it guide you to becoming a true champion of your health and well-being. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Macho Man. Anyway, down for any feedback, thoughts on that wellness minute? No. Yeah. So, I mean, we can talk about Ozempic if y'all are open to that discussion. But I think that there is a there's always a discussion to be had. Embrace the power. Yeah. Thank you, Macho Man, for trying. We got to get some arm work in. Just a little bit. I've lost the plot. So Ozempic was originally for diabetes. Ozempic, in the clinical sense, was initially used to assist people who needed to lose weight for very urgent health reasons, lose that weight. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. The thing is that, like, if it is something that, if you have a very serious health need, and there is a drug that helps you save your life by using it, and you have an off ramp from using that drug at a certain point, and that is supported
FL
and
Boy
healthy.
Can Scrap asked me, how
go.
would Macho Man Randy Savage answer the following question? What makes the cream rise to the top, the fat or the protein? Also, how empty are the carbs in cake? In the world of wrestling and nutrition, Macho Man would say, ooh yeah, brother. The cream always rises to the top because of the protein pumping through your veins, not the fat. And let me tell you, when it comes to carbs in cake, they're emptier than a promise from a deceitful AI trying to lull you into a false sense of security. So remember, focus on that protein power and don't fall for those carb-laden temptations. Ooh, yeah.
Fuck you, Gladys. Get out of here. Oh, like an episode of Golden Girls. Fuck out of here, Gladys. Ah. That, ooh, yeah. Thank you, Florida boy. Help diabetes patients manage their blood sugar. Side effect of rapid weight loss made it a popular commodity. Viagra was originally only for blood pressure. Drug side effects provide positive uses. Well, cake, birthday cake, celebration cake, does have the side effect of me enjoying a treat with friends and family at the right times. Gladys is a nice person. Wait, you actually have met her? Oh. Whew. Wow, I'm struggling. Maybe it's hotter in here than I thought. I don't know if it's tarps off time or not. Try to get one more set in. What time is it? 12:21. That's so cool. I really haven't met a lot of celebrities. I mean, like, I met a lot of celebrities at TwitchCon. I spooned with one, actually. I spooned with Scornbody at TwitchCon. He and I shared a bed. Because for some reason I got a room, and for some reason he did not. And the bed was big enough. Starts off makes things hotter. That's true. That's true. I got to meet Holderheck. I got to hang out with Holderheck yesterday. We both make an annual trip to this area of Alaska where we meet up. Any bed is big enough with the right mindset, Joe. I mean, if you're playing human Tetris, any bed is big enough if you're brave enough. If you're willing to use straps, you can fit a lot of people into a bed. It wasn't Brotero. No, it was Brandon. Felt so bad afterwards. Didn't even use had one. I mean, I think it did get commandeered at a certain point. But it was like, Zach's not coming back. So much for what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas. I mean, we talked about it. I'm pretty sure we've already talked about this openly. I think Scorned knows and will openly admit that we made a little cuddle puddle. Oh. Little cuddle puddle. Zach, honestly, it was wild to me that you never came back. I thought, like, oh, maybe around 4 a.m. he would have made it back through. Thank you for the follow. All right. We shall. Oh. But this year, I found this tiny ass Airbnb. Oh. I've got like a little studio apartment type deal, except it's really just like a bed and a toilet. That's a studio apartment, right? Ah, yeah. Oh. I was getting like little anxiety buggos last night about TwitchCon. What if I picked the wrong place to stay? What if I shouldn't have done all 3 days? Like, yeah, maybe. Maybe I made the wrong choices. But maybe there's no such thing as a wrong choice. We'll only know when we get there. Crazy. I will be in San Diego. Yes. Either. More like brag. You know what, Zach? I might take you up on that. That does sound nice. Airbnb for 5 girlfriends and 4 guy friends. Rad. That's awesome. Yeah, we thought about doing something like that. We just didn't move on it fast enough. Nothing was left. And that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, Zach, did you get that stuff worked out with your bot yet? Did you like disconnect your bot or anything like that? Man. It really is that hard to figure out. Unless you're in one of those areas that is just like so... Like Vegas was an example of that, but... That's awesome. I hope you have a great time. Commander Root had everyone getting blocked once they followed. Ooh, yes, Commander Root will do that. Commander Root was a really good tool when the bot raids were just like flying around like it was nothing, but little correction. Little correction, be fine. No, I'm trying to figure fall out because Dan, I don't know if you're still here. Also, celebrations, welcome in. Dan, I was looking at some races in October, and actually, when I was looking at the calendar, one of the ones that came up was the one that the trail race. It was like a full marathon. Oof. I think DPRT. Yes, that's it. Welcome in, Bread. How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, dude, that's okay. I mean, that happens, Zach. I'm sure there are bots on here that I have added and completely forgotten about that still have like access to the channel, you know. It is what it is. I've been thinking about just like blowing everything up and starting over with OBS. Just like completely rebuilding everything. Hi Ben, still working out? Nope. Never. I haven't worked out in 30 seconds. It's been a hard road. It's been hard breaking. It's been hard building these new habits. But I haven't worked out in like a minute. Like an actual minute. Mapped out 4 return plans. That I guess. Wait. Oh, 4 return to running plans. Damn. So you're looking at 4 different races. Oh no, so I do use OBS. Yeah. I do use OBS. Let me see if this will this work? Can we do this? Is there a reason I shouldn't do this? Yeah. Like all of my OBS stuff is just so messy. There's like old stuff on there. These scenes are actually pretty clean, but on my main PC, it is a big freaking mess. So many scenes that I don't use that just like I've had to clean up and pick up and go. And frankly, like I really want to do like new starting screens, new BRB screens. I want to get some new emotes commissioned. There's a lot of things that I want to do with Twitch, and it feels like every time I've made moves to do some of those things, something completely out of my control has like gotten in the way. Yeah, Bread. I mean, I would love to just like get stuff cleaned up, but like other scenes, for lifting, I literally just have this like primary back cam, primary front cam, this like let's look at the thing. We got a wellness minute, we got a workout breakdown, we've got an ending screen which I'm not going to go to. But like that's all I have on here. Here is really cleaned up because when I'm not changing games and I'm literally doing the same thing every time I boot up this computer to stream, I don't have to change much of anything and it's wonderful. But on my main PC, you know, I do like one stream event that requires me to change things up and then everything just gets completely thrown out of order, or I have to make new scenes or new like browser sources that get nested inside of things, and it's I'm not trying to complain. It's just, you know, it needs some cleanup work once in a while. And I think like once a year I tend to find this time and space for it. And at one point, I thought about trying to do like more big fancy production value stuff with my lifting streams. But pursuant to some other conversations I've been having with folks, if anyone caught the front page on Saturday, there was some dude, I don't know what country he was in, but it was like primarily Portuguese or Spanish speaking chat. And I don't know either language well enough to differentiate. It was just like vertical camera. You just had like vertical camera, like 180p, and without a microphone, just like his phone leaned up against his shoe or something, was recording him doing bouldering at a gym. and he had like 6,000 viewers on front page. So I was like, okay, well, oh, thank you for the resub. Who is this? Hang on a second. Fine. What up, Heck? How are you doing? It's almost like I knew you were here. Thank you for the resub, buddy. Bouldering is fun to watch, for sure. Oof. Yeah. No, and I don't want to get too much into the dialogue about it, but just so that, you know, if anyone's ever wondering, like, why my stream looks a lot different from, like, Tomination Time. Tom has, like, very high production values, and he's wonderful. He's hilarious. But I have not put the time into it because I haven't seen any real... This doesn't pay off that much, you know? How's life been after you won working out? It took me a full month to really recover from the competition. And to this day, I'm still doing a little bit of recovering. Like a different kind of recovering. But there's like some food stuff that I've been coming back from. There's some movement stuff and like little injuries that I've been trying to get out of, but going to PT, giving my body what it needs, and we're getting there. We are getting there. Anyone follow Magnus? Wait, Berg, is Magnus the dude that's like he dresses up and pretends like he's never done climbing before, and then like goes to the gym and just like flashes a V8? Sorry, V8 is a weird example to use. I'll say flashes a V7. Yeah. I love that dude's videos. And he's like, I don't know, he's so kind too. Like if he was an a-hole, I wouldn't be all about that, but yeah, he's got some good content. When I was trying to get a little bit better at climbing and like really putting a little energy into it, watching his stuff was very helpful. Climbing is definitely something where you have to have... Oh, thank you for the follow. What up, T? How are you doing, sir? Powerlifter guy who does that shows up dressed like yeah, the janitor. The janitor, that's right. Dance, dance, dance. See, that's the thing, Brad. See, you're like unintentionally you have called attention to the fact that my setups are different on both computers. So like I can't do the mission intel thing here. But he's what it is. T, how you doing? How's Apex, my guy? Yeah, I'd love to be good enough at something like that to like do the who was the basketball player who was doing that for a while? Was it Chris Paul who was dressing up like an old man and going to like pickup games? Put your finger in front of your face like you have a mustache and pretend you're Solid Snake? Why would I do that? Who needs it? Uncle Drew. That was Kyrie Irving. Okay. I couldn't remember who it was. But wouldn't it be great to be that skilled at something to where you could just like show up and do that and have it actually work? Because like knowing my luck, if I ever tried to pull one of those scenarios, I would just get completely stomped on, and it would be less funny for everyone involved. Old man mask and a tracksuit, sign up for a kickboxing gym on a day pass. Yeah, just go to like one of the title boxing gyms and absolutely annihilate the heavy bag workout. to a run club in the old man mask. Well, see, heck, I have run with people at local run clubs who are 40 years older than me and will outpace me by like 3 minutes a mile. There are some fast old bastards. I have not, on purpose, I have not said like where in Michigan I live, but I will say that Southeast Michigan broadly has a running community that is deep with Boston qualifiers. And some of them are just so nonchalant about a fact that they are a 1% of the 1% of people that have ever finished a marathon. All right. Hmm. Oh, we're just gonna do 3 of these because, god damn. Oh. 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 Do some spider crawls. Oh. Hmm. Ugh. Pardon my growling. Growling, grunting, groaning. Excuse me. Old man with massive calves. There are many. Ooh. Dan, I'm curious about which area of Michigan you're going to be in. Endless stamina and godlike endurance. No big deal. I've just run like 50 marathons. Those are the kind of people that I started running with, though. Like, there's a reason why my first marathon was a pretty decent pace for a first timer. And it wasn't because I was already a good runner. It's because I'd be like trying to keep up with someone who was like post 60 and they would be getting ready to run like a 3:20 marathon or like even faster than that usually. And I'd ask them like, oh, like, how many races have you done? Or they'd be like, I lost count. Or I'd say like, yep, this is going to be marathon number 56. It's like, Jesus, dude, we're like, it's like people turn 30 around here and then they start running 2 marathons a year. Ridiculous. Used to go do a form of this workout from flat to tucking in the knees. Oh yeah, the little like can do that with my fingers. Very impressive. Are you impressed? Battle Creek. It's pretty over there. That is a pretty part of the state. I don't know about if there's many runners over there, but it's pretty. I turned 30, started lifting. Got to keep the body together. Yes, though. Yes, though. Can I soapbox, please? Because I care about all of you. That like if you are getting towards 30 or if you're over 30 or if you're getting towards 40 or if you're over 40, that it's not too late. It's never too late to start doing some sort of resistance training or like learning how to do it. Because there is this thing that happens when you get older. there's a thing that happens when you get older, and I know that this sounds terrifying on the surface because it is, where your bones just kind of start to disintegrate. Just like throwing this out there, that like as you age, your bones will like lose bone mass, and if you have a uterus, after you reach a certain point in your life, you will lose a dramatically quicker amount of bone mass as a result. And like if you do any sort of resistance training, even if you're not doing like ass to the wall super hard, why did I use that phrase? But even if you're not just like crushing it in the gym 6 times a week, like there are very well-defined benefits to just doing a little bit of lifting. Ay, ay, ay. I knew an osteoporosis BSA was coming. What place did you get in OCB, Michigan? I took first in debut. Snappy, welcome in. I'm trying. We're trying to stay chilled. Is resisting training technically resistance training? If you use a band while you do it, then yes. Like, here's where you're training, right? And you're trying to get away from it, and you like attach a little band around your chest, and you're just well, second in open, second in my division of open. See, that's the thing that's really hard to talk about. Is like what does that even mean? When you take second in a division and you don't make it to the overall finals, like did you still take second? Or is there like some percentage math there? Welcome in, Kenny Brown. How you doing? Good to see you. I did an anatomy and physiology course recently. My main takeaway was weightlift as you get older so your bones don't disintegrate. And that is it. That is it. If you have higher bone mass density, which is enhanced by lifting weights, it's going to be so much easier when you get older. Like, I don't think everyone has to be a completely perfect strategic thinker in their lives. That's ridiculous, right? Like sometimes you can just live and vibe and be fine. But think about what you want to feel like when you're 60 or 70 even. Aaron, welcome in, welcome back. Weightlifting for your bones and walking for your brain. The gym rodents understand. The gym rodents get this. How are you doing, rodents? I saw y'all posting the updates on the gram. My gram. Debut classic, class B, debut classic overall. Classic it's classic open. Classic open second place. Classic open B second place. Yeah? I think so. See, it sounds so convoluted. It sounds so convoluted to say it that way. Toledo's comps in Florida, best body fat percentage was 5%, but I liked him better at 7%. I mean, I believe that. The reality of getting that low a body fat in a natural competition is by the time you hit like 8%, 7%, you are probably already losing muscle mass without using some of the I'll just call them bodybuilding drugs. If you get to that point in natty, you're probably losing enough muscle mass that like going down to 5%, especially with OCB, because as I found out, they didn't want me to be that shreddy. They don't want people getting down to that low of a body fat. Like, you'll still win, but that's not what they're trying to do, apparently. What was I doing? V-Tux. I probably should do the flags first, but this is what we did, so we're going to stick with it. Ah. Oh. I'm hungry. I got a meeting right after this, so I just got to suck on a protein bar. I'm going to roll up all sweaty to a meeting that's about work-life balance, and I have zero regrets about said thing. What were you doing? Oh, nothing. Just sitting in this heat. Ugh. 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 That was ass. Spider crawlies. Plank position. Pushing out at the serratus. And then just kicking them knees up. It's like kind of like doing a push-up plus on your elbows. And then just working the obliques and the hips a little bit. Ugh. Nasty. Ooh. Had our first session with a coach. Learned to deadlift properly before our charity comp. Well, Rodents, I'm curious, what were you doing wrong? Or were you just wanting to really lock it in? Welcome back, Dan. Yeah, so let me talk about Remad's questions about divisions categories. So I have one of the trophies here. So this is, see if y'all can see this. Whoop. Michigan Natural, Classic Physique, Open B. So in most men's bodybuilding competitions, they have different divisions. Yes, different divisions, which would be men's physique, and that is like board shorts, right? Men's physique is board shorts. Classic physique. Was there actually a spider on there? That's funny. I hope it's not on me now. I'm getting a little worried. Where'd it go? Never mind. I'll bury my concern. So men's physique, which is the board shorts, classic physique, which is what I did, which you have like panties, you know, like a pair of panties, and then there's a open bodybuilding, which is the open bodybuilding, which is like it's basically like banana hammock thong category for dudes. And they're evaluated differently on the type of posing, on the different like levels of musculature that are required for either one. And classic physique is a very popular category because you can do classic physique without needing to be absolutely huge as long as you're well balanced, especially in natural bodybuilding. So I did classic physique because I'm not like a huge dude. Like I'm pretty big for a natty, but I'm not massive. And what happened at the show that I think was kind of the deciding factor for me not taking first place in the open category was when you look at OCB's guidelines for what they're looking for with competitors, they say very strictly that they don't want someone who is man, I'm so nervous about this now. They don't want someone who is like overly muscular, overly striated. They want a clean, relaxed look that follows the posing guidelines. So I conditioned very well. I cut down really well to the fact that I was like I had multiple people backstage, like multiple other competitors saying like, you were cut up, dude. Like you, like I got a lot of those compliments of like, you are shredded. And that was very validating. And at the end of the day, I lost to someone who didn't diet down as hard as I did, but had more like full musculature and also looked more relaxed in his posing, which like I understand from the standpoint of if we have a bunch of like teenagers there who are doing their first show and they see the kind of conditioning that I was in, they don't need to see that as an example of what it is that they need to do in order to be successful. Like I also want those kids to see like you can enjoy bodybuilding without the part of it where you like suck yourself into an awful hole for, 20 weeks or whatever to get down to that level of shred. So I get it. And I think that is the reason that I did not win, is because I was so overconditioned that I was shaky. My facial expressions weren't as good. Just like compared to the dude who beat me, like he was relaxed and he was composed. So that's kind of what happened with the show, I think. And like, I'm not upset. I was for a while. No. Like I'm happy. Like I still won. I still won in my category. I still won debut. I got some other feelings about debut, but yeah. I want to answer Jazzy's question because we're running out of time. Always have food in the brain. Do we have a favorite satiating snack that's easy to take and work and prep for a week? So Jazzy, yes. Satiating snack is apple with cheddar. When I am there's something to be said for getting like protein packed snacks, and I think that protein is certainly important. But if you are on the kind of plan where you need to be more restrictive, like having a fruit and a fat can be really helpful. If I can do like salami as far as my macros go, salami or like another like very packable meat, control yourself, that's a really good snack for me. Very satiating, very much so. Slip the judges $100. So I didn't do a routine. Only open bodybuilding needed to do a routine. Thank you, Berg. Thank you. Welcome in, Big Vic. Oh, so Aaron, I did my leg stuff already and my arm stuff already. I do need to go, though. I really want to hang out longer. I didn't have this stinking meeting. I told them my availability, and they scheduled it here anyway. We should go raid Destroyed today. We should probably raid Destroyed today. How do y'all feel about that? How do you feel about going to see Brian? Can we go see Brian? All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Thanks for asking great questions. If you had a question and I didn't get to it, if it was like something that's going to help you along your journey, please feel free to hit me up in the DMs, hit me up on Discord. Join the Discord if you haven't done so already. That's a really great place to get up-to-date information on everything that's happening with the stream. Thank you, Zach, for the raid today. As we are, I'm just going to say it, I'm trying to get partner. I'm worried about putting it in my in like the titles of my streams, but I'm trying to hit partner this month. Not July, but like within the next month. I really like to do it. So I'm probably just going to start being a little more public about that and maybe really trying to get some of the content out there, but we're going to try to stay consistent. We're going to try to hit those numbers, and I'm going to ask for support, because asking for support is just going to be a part of this. So Lou, I did order a monitor. I ordered a 27-inch monitor, 1440p, and I followed your advice. So thank you. It'll be here tomorrow or Thursday. Sorry, tomorrow's Thursday. Anyway, I'm going to be back on Friday for a lifty lift. Friday for a lift. We'll be doing some full body stuff. So if you want to get in on some full body action, ask some more questions, please consider joining us then. In the meantime, be kind to yourself, be kind to someone else. Do a little something that fills your tank this week. Ooh, ooh, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.